simple Pilates for you, nice and relaxed. We're going to start with our posture. Welcome to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, anything that's not comfortable for you, you don't have to do it. Rest down if you need to, especially for those of you who have not worked out with me before. Do listen to your teaching points, and your safety points are very important. Anything that's not comfortable for you, you don't have to do it. Try not to let your back do your work. And a good way of thinking about that is, if you think of where your ribs are in relation to your hips, you don't want your ribs lifted up like that. That's slightly exaggerated so you can see what I mean. So when you pull your ribs upwards from your hips, it arches your lower back, and your lower back goes into hyperextension. So always think about where your ribs are in connection to your hips. Nicely lengthened, spine in its natural position. Rest down if you need to, and make sure that whatever you're doing, especially if your feet are off the ground, that you don't feel as if your back is pulling up. You'll always have a slight sense of your back pulling up. Again, the way to counteract that is to go into your core, and your core muscles lie from your pubic bone up towards your waist. Internal, external obliques, transverse abdominis or core, and your rectus abdominis, which is what people know as the six pack. Okay, so those things are extremely important. Don't just keep going for the sake of it. Remember, I would prefer that you did 4 good movements rather than 10 movements where you're struggling with your body to keep yourself going. There's no benefit in Pilates or any other discipline, ladies and gentlemen, with that in mind. It is not, there's no competitive element to it. You work at your own pace. You try and connect your mind to your body, so you learn how your body feels when you do particular movements, okay? And take your modifications where offered to you. Now, feet are hip distance, toes are forward, shoulders nice and relaxed. And nice big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale down, breathe in. Breathing is extremely important. Try and breathe in to prepare for your movement. Exhale on the effort of your movement. Don't get hung up on that, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're new to class. Just make sure that you try and continue to breathe throughout your movements. One more time. And gently, hands on the hips. And just slow roll the hips right to left. Knees are soft. For 4, and 3, and 2, and gently back in the opposite direction. Soft knees, shoulders relaxed and away from the neck. Head in the center line if you can. 2. Lovely. Now just side to side. Keep your knees soft so you're not doing this kind of thing. Soft knees, just push from your right leg to your left leg. Now gently walk the feet in. And I want you to drop your shoulders away from your neck. And for those of you who suffer with tight neck and shoulders, nice little shoulder roll. Try not to, as I said before, or a million times before to my regulars, try not to roll your elbows in order to roll your shoulders. Isolation, head nice and tall. 3 to go. Breathing in and breathing out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And gently back in the opposite direction. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And nice arm lift. Now just drop those arms, nice and loose. Breathe in, shoulders down, ribs connected, soft knees. Exhale, breathe in, breathe out. In, and out. 2 to go. Last one. Now I want you to gently take your arms out, turn the palms to the ceiling, and turn the palms to the floor. Hands to the ceiling, palms to the floor, to the ceiling. Now, try not to do this, okay? I want you to think about how your shoulder blades move and the top of your shoulders, your deltoid muscles up here, as you turn your hands. So as you turn your palms to the ceiling, you should feel your shoulders rotate down into your back. And try and feel them in your back without actually pulling your head into your neck. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now turn the palm to the ceiling and get the edge of your hand right out to me. Try not to stop when I speak, ladies and gentlemen, as you well know. We'd get nothing done if you were listening to me talking all the time and teaching. 4 to go, 3 to go, 2 to go, last one, and relax. Shoulders up, throw them away. Lift, drop them. Lift, and drop. 2 to go, lift. One more. Now I just want you to roll into the toes of your right foot and into the toes of your left. So what I don't want you to do is this. Okay? Keep your body alignment over your lower body and just push up onto the toes, tips of the toes. Those of you who have any issues with your toes, big toes, little toes, arch of the foot, heels, just do what you can. Now we're just going to gently come all the way up onto the tips of the toes and inhale down. Try not to push forward into your toes as you come forward. Don't bring your body weight forward. Think of your head, exhale up, inhale down. I want you to think of yourself as long through your center, right up onto the tips of your toes if you can, as if you're being held through the top of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale up, inhale down. And listen to your ankles. Any weakness in the ankles there, sometimes you'll feel the ankles sort of wobbling. That's quite normal. Stay strong, big out breath. Inhale down. Try not to flick through the ankles, lengthening. Using the muscles in the lower part of your leg to press yourself as tall as you can to the ceiling. Let's do 8 a little bit faster. Exhale up, inhale down. And 7. Breathe out, 6. You want to think about your big toe, up the front of your foot towards your ankle, up the shin. Can't remember, did I say two more? Last 2. Last one. And you feel a little bit of fire up the back of your calf muscles. We're going to hold and pulse for those of you that can. Rest down if you need to, lift. Now just pulse those heels up and down. Try not to touch the heels to the floor for 4, 3, 2, and rest down. Burny, burny, burny right up the back of your legs. Lovely. So, side to side. Nice in breath. A little bit of balance work. Hands on the hips, shoulders relaxed, neck nice and long, feet hip distance, and breathe out, lift the right leg. Inhale, lower. Now, try not to take your toe back to the floor if you can help it. If you need to take your toe down, don't lean your weight into your foot. Keep your weight on your standing leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Think of your core as you lift your leg. Gentle lift internally from the front of your pubic bone up towards your waist. 4 to go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Breathe out, 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 2. Inhale, down. And remember, when you lift your knee, you don't want to bring your bum forward to me. You want to keep your tailbone and your head nice long line. Hold the knee and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. Feet hip distance. Nice in breath. Again, if your balance wasn't very good, you could always stand against a wall and do that. You could bring a chair to the side and just rest your hand on the chair, just so you know it's there, gives you a little bit of support. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And you want your knee in line with your hip. You want your foot out, just below the knee line, not stuck back to your bum. Exhale, breathe in, soft support knee. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale. Inhale, we'll do 4 more. Breathe out, rest if you need to. 3 to go. Think about that lengthening through the body. Your head is tall to the ceiling, a sense of lifting through the center, shoulders away from the neck. Hold and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, breathing in, breathing out, just as normal. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest time. Lovely. Now, feet out 45-degree angle, and we're just going to gently lower the bum. Now your toes are out to the corners of the room in front of you. Open the thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Breathe in. When we go down, we don't want our feet in here and our knees stuck over the outside of the toes. By the same token, we don't want the knees coming in here. So you've got to open the inner thighs, working your adductors and abductors. And exhale. Breathe out, breathe in, lift. Exhale down through the center of the leg line. Inhale, exhale lower. Shoulders relaxed. Arm just by the side of the ear. Keep the body weight through the center and move out from your waist to your armpit rather than making the shoulder do that work. Arm extends, breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, 4 to go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now hold here and pulse down. 10. Well, Mr. Bear, you're doing your work for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. See his big eyes? He's so shocked. Now hold. Elbows soft. Right heel up. Left heel. Now, when people do this kind of thing, they tip themselves over. Remember, you're using your body weight onto those thigh muscles to work. So keep your body weight in the center, right up onto the tips of the toes. Exhale up, inhale down. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. Right leg, left leg. Now both together and hold. 8. Focus on your balance, head tall. Heels are off the floor if you can. 3 to go, 2 to go. Last 1, heels down and walk your heels and your toes in. Lovely, loosening my socks. Now, shoulders relaxed into forward bend. Nice breath in. We lift our arms, we don't pull our shoulders around our neck, we keep our ribs down in our midsection. Lift the trunk of your body out and over. Chin tucked in towards the chest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, which is extremely important with me, those arms are loose and heavy. Don't stick them to the front of your legs. Don't pull your shoulders around your neck. Just be aware of the full length of your arms to the floor, just like a rag doll. Breathe in. Now build that spine back up. Don't bring your hands to the front of your legs. Your arms know where they live. You don't have to guide them home. Inhale up. Exhale, float. Nice and loose. Little lift on the tummy to support the back. You can soften your knees if you wish. Don't force yourself to the floor. Breathe out, lift. Remember, the purpose of your movement is to elongate the spine, to create a little bit of space in between the discs and the vertebrae of your back. Exhale forward and down. Nice in-breath. Exhale, reach down. Biggest issue, you can continue and still listen if you wish. The biggest issue people make with that, when they go, I can't touch my toes, I've never been able to touch my toes, is they pull into the shoulders and they go forward like that. You want to lift yourself out of your core, right up, bring the ribs out and over, and then you have the ability to lengthen that spine a little bit more. Maybe not everybody, of course, we're all different. And slowly bring that spine back up. Lovely. Now, feet nice and wide. Nice request from one of my ladies for some squats for her legs. Nice breath in. Just going to push the bum back. Shoulders are relaxed. Head sits in the center of the shoulder line. The knees are relatively above the ankles, which I mean they're not in, they're not out. Your bum isn't tucked under. Not good for the lower back. So bum goes back first. Inhale, push through the heels. Exhale down and back into the heels. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. You'll feel that down the outside of your thighs, in towards the edge of your buttocks. Breathe out. Breathe in. Just float those arms to me. Don't force them. Don't shove yourself forward. Just bum back. Breathe in, lift. And don't take your bum below the crease of your knee. So I don't want a squat that looks like that. Exhale down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out. Inhale, shoulders away from the neck. 2 to go. And the chin comes in gently, not too far, but just keeping the back of the neck in line with the shape of the spine. Hold here, weight to the heels, and pulse. 10. Now you can keep your hands here. The trouble with your hands here is it makes people pull their shoulders around their neck and they lean into their hands too much. So you could relax the hands, keep the shoulders down, pulse 8 and 7. It's really about sliding your bum up and down the wall behind you rather than pushing the knees forward and back. 3 to go. 2 to go. Hold on this one. Little static contraction. We could have a little chat. How many Easter eggs are you going to eat? Nice in breath. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Roll your chest down towards the floor. Stick your bum back towards the floor. Soft knees. Walk your heels in just until they're below the hips. And slowly bring the spine back up, one vertebrae at a time. Lovely. Now I'm going to take you down to the floor. Nice and gently in Pilates fashion. Pillow or towel always with me, folks. As you well know, I'm going to lie down on our side. We're going to place the pillow or your towel underneath your head, on top of your shoulder if possible. Now remember, if you don't want to use your pillow or towel for whatever reason, hand comes underneath your head, flat, keeping the neck aligned. Okay, for me, and I speak only for me, folks, I don't want to see this, okay? Pilates is about alignment, neck and shoulders, neck and spine. When you have your hand here, your head is bent, your neck is not aligned with your spine because you're shoving it up. So you can support your head, nice flat hand like a little shelf, and elbow comes out in front. And that keeps your neck more aligned, all right? Legs are long, pull your toes up towards your ankles. Again, for me, as a teacher for you, try not to get your heels right back. Picture like that looks beautiful. In reality, if people are not so strong in their core and have a tendency to use your back, in order to get your legs off the floor, you're going to push your legs back further. That puts more strain on your back. So the heels are forward. You can see your toes, but you're not looking at them. Nice in breath. Exhale, lift that top leg. Breathe in, down. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And breathe in. Breathe out through the mouth. Again, a sense of awareness on your core, ladies and gentlemen. Hips are stacked one above the other. Shoulders are stacked one above the other. Rest if you need to. 3 to go. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you can run this, stop it and rerun it and do more repetitions if you wish. If we were in class, we'd possibly put a few more in. I'm trying to count properly for you. Now, we're going to hold this one and pulse. 10. Now, no bouncing. Nice controlled work. Leg is lengthened. 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it. Now turn your toe to the ceiling and turn your toe to me. Turn your toe to the ceiling, turn your toe to me. What do you feel? As you turn your toe towards the ceiling, you can feel the hip at the front there opening out. Exhale, turn the toe to the ceiling, turn the toe to the front. Now turn the toe up and try and keep the hip nice and level there for 4. So only the toe and the foot moves. 2 to go. Last one. And relax. You just feel that up the outside of the thigh and towards the edge of your glute. Bring your knees forward to me. Reset your posture. Shoulders relax. Make sure from your head to your tailbone is long. One hip above the other. One foot above the other. Feet are in flexion, so pull your toes towards me. And exhale, lift the leg. Inhale down. Breathe out, lift. Now we don't want to lift the leg like that. Not good for the knee. We don't want to leave the foot hanging down, not so good for the knee either. So you want to keep your leg as one unit. Inhale, lower, shin forward to me. Flex foot. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we lift that top leg. You do not throw that hip backwards. Now, even if you feel that your hip wants to rotate, focus on your tummy. Pull a little bit tighter up on your core, and that should help to control. That's the whole purpose of strengthening the core. Not only to strengthen the tummy, not only to strengthen the back, but to support the body in the movements that you make with it. We're going to hold here and pulse for 10. Small. 8. Shoulders relax. 7. 6. Breathing. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently slide the hand down the front of that foot. Slowly pull your knee away from me until you feel that your knee and your hip are on a straight line. Soft elbow at the back. And just breathe through your stretch. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And gently bring that knee forward. Now lower leg stays down. Right angle, top leg nice and long. We're going to breathe out, bring that leg forward. Inhale, point and push it back just past the back of the hip where you can feel that contraction on your buttocks. Exhale, forward. Breathe in. So what you don't want is this kind of thing here. All this rocking and rolling, no good. Nice long spine. Breathe out. That exhalation connects with your core almost naturally. Push the toes slightly back past the hip just until you feel the contraction in your bum and your thigh. You shouldn't feel that in your back. Exhale. Drive the heel forward. So it's about keeping the tailbone, the spine and the neck nicely aligned. As you bring your heel forward, you don't want to roll your hips to knee. And you don't have to bring your heel up in front of your hip like that if your leg is finding it difficult even just to here. That's perfect. That's perfect. There's no competition element, folks. It's all about you and your body. 2 to go. Last one. Hold the flexion here, pulse up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Stabilize those hips. Mindful of your tummy. Shoulders relaxed. 3, 2, 1. And gently bend that knee. Lovely. Give it a little rub. A dub-dubby. Now you stay where you are. I'm just going up here because on certain sides I get dizzy. Okay? So you're lying the way you were. Knees and feet hip distance. Nice in breath. Pillow or towel underneath the crown of your head. Make sure it's not stuck underneath your nape. Your chin shouldn't be sticking to the ceiling. It should just be in line with your chest. We're going to breathe in, arms back. As we take the arms back, we don't let the ribs flare. Again, for the same reason, no hyperextension in the back. Exhale, forward, chin to chest. Breathe in back. Exhale. Inhale. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, continue. As you curl forward, you should feel the back of your hips almost grabbing the floor. Bum stays down. Knees and feet are aligned. Inhale back. Exhale, curl. When you curl, float forward. Don't shove yourself forward. And it's not about this, okay? Remember, it's about you controlling your movements. Those arms are low. Those shoulders are relaxed. Those ribs come towards the hips. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Eyes on your thighs, not on the ceiling. 4 to go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, hold. 2 to go. Inhale. Exhale, float. 1 more. And let's pulse this one. 10. Again, if you need to use your hands to support your head, by all means do so. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Lovely. Nice breath. In through the nose, take a little breather. And exhale out through an open mouth. And breathe in, lift. Lift what? Exhale out. Hello there. Now flex your foot. And all I want you to do is stabilize your hip line, lift your knee, just level with your other knee. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now, remember, as you lift the weight of that leg, that draws, because obviously the leg is heavy, it draws on your trunk, and what it will do is it will tip your right leg into the floor, but because you do Pilates, you're not going to allow that to happen. So you're going to exhale, mindful of what's happening here, internal awareness, pubic bone towards your waist, not so tight that your back is stuck in the floor like that, because that affects your neck and shoulders, and keeping the left hip just down on the mat, same as it would be if both feet were on the floor. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Now remember that right knee only comes up level with the left. 2 to go. Last one. And hold it here. Pull the toes towards the ankles. Don't bounce. You shouldn't feel your pelvis rocking in and out. Nice and steady for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring that foot across the other one. Take your hand down the inside. Give it a good stretch out. Lovely. In through the nose. Palm against the inside of the leg. Again, you'll feel how the lower body twists slightly. Not good for the lower back. So keep the hips level. Be aware of the left hip tight to the floor. And pull your tummy muscles internally up a little bit more if you can. If you need that to sort of stabilize that stretch for yourself. Lovely, jubbly. Now, very gently, you're going to roll yourself around onto your other side. So come up off the floor on the side you're on and down on the other side to meet me now. Yeah? Pillow or towel underneath here. This is the side would make me dizzy. Whoa. So, foot, top leg flexed, remember? Legs are long, toes up towards the ankles, shoulders relaxed, ribs are down, arm back, neck in line, breathe out, lift, inhale down, exhale up. And if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go back, you stay on the side you're on, I'm just going to go back and repeat on the same side, just because of my dizziness. So breathe out, lift, so you're on your opposite leg, with your head the other end of the mat. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, maybe that's why I'm so wonky. Now breathe out, lift. Again, you can always use your pillow or your towel. So if you're feeling that on your lower hip, just tap your pillow or towel underneath your hip and that'll give that a little bit of support. That's the whole purpose of bringing a pillow or towel to class, for support and also for positioning the body. Now 4 to go. Inhale. Exhale 3. People always imagine that if you're working slower, it must be easier. Well, it's not. The slower you work, the more controlled your body moves, and the more challenging it is sometimes. Hold and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 2 more. Last one, and gently bend those knees. Lovely. Now bring the shins out, knees are stacked, feet are stacked, hips are stacked. Remember, you're on the opposite leg, okay? So your head will be down the other end of the mat, and you'll be doing your bottom leg. Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale down. Breathe out, lift. Shoulders away from the neck, head back in line. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, 6 to go. Welcome to the world of Caroline Counting. Should have hashtag Caroline Counts. When you teach like me, folks, it's very easy always to want to do 8 or 10 or 12, but as you go through and I'm watching you doing your work, there's just so many things I want to help you to remember and help you to do and help you to feel that I forget what number I was at. So that's never going to change, I would think. Now I'm going to hold this one and pulse it for 8. Keep the foot flexed. 7, don't bounce. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4 to go, 3 to go, 150 more. Last one. And gently reach down for your foot. Slowly pull your leg back and your knee will be in line with the hip. Don't throw your ribs to me, which is naturally what people do when they don't think. They grab their foot, they shove and bend their back, and all that pressure goes into your lower back. So keep your ribs connected to your hips are stacked, and the way to stretch that leg a bit deeper is to hold it, squeeze your buttock, and push your hip forward a little bit, not by pulling your foot into your bum. Hands around the front of the foot, the back of your sock, or the back of your trouser leg, or shorts, or whatever you might have on you. And remember, it's not necessary to reach for that foot in order to stretch that thigh. You can hold that leg. Good tip is to pull your toes towards your ankles without your hand. And you can still feel that stretch. You can feel the contraction in your glutes, you can feel the stretch in your quadriceps, and gently relax. Lovely. Lower leg stays the same. Knee is in front of the hip and the shin is out here. Foot isn't stuck in at your bum. Top leg nice and long. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Now flex the foot. So pull the toes forward towards me. Point the toes away from me and lengthen that leg as if I had your ankle with my hand. Pulling or lengthening the leg out so that you can feel that stretch right down from the top of your hips all the way to your toes. Flex your foot, bring it forward. Point the toes, push it back. Flex and bring it forward. Point, push it away. Remember, when you push it away, strength, lengthening, focus. You don't want to swing into your movements. You don't want to be flicking that leg too far back, because once those ribs come forward, your back is having to take that stress. You shouldn't feel as if your pelvis is rippling forward and back, because you're in control of it. Exhale, 2 to go. Flex and forward. Point and lengthen. Flex and forward. Point and lengthen. Forward to wherever's comfortable for you and pulse it up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently bring that leg back. Now, just roll yourself round onto your back again, nice and gently. Lovely. Now, we're just going to take a nice in-breath through the nose. Spread the fingers nice and wide, take them to the left half of your head. Right arm goes by the side of your ear, not forced back here behind your shoulders. And just breathe out, curl. Change hands. Curl the shoulders up and forward, ribs towards your hips. And just tap the top of your toe. Tap the top of your toe. Tap the top of your knee. Exhale. Inhale. Now, again, as you know, or for those of you who are new, it's very easy when you do something like this to leave one shoulder flat on the floor and take the other shoulder up. Try and bring both shoulders slightly forward. Remember, it's not about how high you come up. That's not the important thing. Breathe out. Don't pull your head. Your hands support your head. This is what does your work. Ribs to hips and back. Ribs to hips. Gently. Bum stays flat to the floor. Exhale. We'll do 8 a little bit faster. Breathe out. In. Exhale. Inhale. 6. And 5. Breathe out. Inhale. 4 to go. Right up and down the middle. Ribs to hips. 2 to go. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to pulse this one. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, support your head, don't pull it, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side, pulse, 8, 7, 6, keep your elbow away from your face, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently relax, and stretch those arms up. Now again, any issues with your neck and shoulders, don't force your arms down there because it can jar your shoulder line and make it feel uncomfortable. So just beside your ears, or hands on your shoulders, or arms to the side, or arms down here, and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Gently slide your heels up towards your bum. Drop your knees out nice and wide. And I want you just to turn your palms towards the ceiling and lift your bum slightly. Right, try not to bring your knees in. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale lower. Breathe out. Try not to tighten your inner thighs. Purposely, I mean. Just lift the bum up a little bit. Inhale lower. Exhale. Breathe in. 4 to go. Inhale, keep the hips nice and level. Shoulders relaxed. Now remember, if it's uncomfortable, you can move your pillow or towel away from you. You don't want anything forcing your head forward. And you can always slide your pillow or towel back when you finish. We're going to hold on this one and squeeze. And remember, don't shove, just squeeze your buttocks and release them. Squeeze them, release them. So just imagine trying to stick them together for 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and slowly drop it on. Knees and feet hip distance. Now we're going to complete on segmental shoulder bridge. Once again, remove your pillow or towel if it's too thick. You want your neck in line, and as you come up, you don't want your smothered. Now, nice breath in. On your exhalation, pull your tummy muscles internally as tight as you can from your pubic bone towards your waist. Waist into the floor, regulars off you go and do it. Peel the bum, just the bum, away from the floor. Once the bum is free, continue up to wherever is comfortable for you. Don't go past the point of where you feel comfortable. Keep your knees in line, breathe in at the top, and exhale slowly down. While this is a very good exercise for the back, remember we're all different, so what's good for one person may be uncomfortable for somebody else. Breathe in through your nose, exhale, pull the belly button back. If you run out of breath, just breathe in and out again. Keep the knees in line, lifting every single vertebrae of the spine off the floor one at a time. Breathe in at the top, exhale, lower down. When you come towards your waist, you pull up on the tummy muscles so that you get your waist into the floor and then roll out through the bum. Good segmental shoulder bridge is not this, that's just a bridge lift. Imprint the small of the back so you feel as if your pubic bone is looking up towards your ribs. Peel the bum all the way up to wherever's comfortable. Don't come up any higher than the broad part of the thoracic spine. Inhale down, exhale. Just the back of the shoulder blades. You don't want to come up near the neck. Again, if your back is uncomfortable or you have any lower back pain, listen to it all the time and only come up to wherever is comfortable for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am a stickler for safety, as you well know. But I don't live in your body, so you live in your own bodies. You've got to be responsible for that part of it. So if it doesn't feel comfortable, don't do it. One more time, nice in breath, knees stay in line, don't allow the knees to drop out, and all the way down. Now we're just going to very gently extend the legs, drop the toes out, and how we do that is we walk the buttocks in towards the crease of the bum, let the feet fall out to the side of the ankles, close your eyes, place your pillow or towel back in underneath your head now, palms facing the ceiling, and same as you did with your bum, roll your shoulders in towards the midline of your spine, palms face up on the ceiling, you feel as if your chest is open to the ceiling, and newbies to deep breathing, again, palms over the middle of your body, fingers, the 2 middle fingers together. Nice in-breath for a count of 6. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale out. And the 2 middle fingers will roll back together. Now keep your eyes closed. Focus on nothing except your breathing. Don't know if that's good at English or not. So inhale through the nose deep and wide. Now again, you want to try and breathe in for a count of 6 in your head and make your out breath longer than your in breath. Or what you can do is focus on your fingers. As you breathe in, the 2 middle fingers will move away from themselves as they sit on your tummy or your midsection. Hold the breath for a second. Exhale and let those fingers just float back towards the center. Now that's a good way of keeping your mental focus on what you're doing. If you find your mind drifts off, it's hard for some people. If we're very busy, lots of things to do, it's hard to sometimes keep your focus. But that's a good way to try and hold your focus. Otherwise, just listen to the sound of your breath as it goes up through your nose. And big out breath through an open mouth. Lovely. Rest after your out breath. Now, nice in breath through the nose. Breathe in 6, 5. Breathe in 4. Keep your breath coming in 2. Hold on 1. And let it go. Exhale. Open your mouth and just keep pushing that breath out for a count of 10 if you can. Remember, as always, folks, I'm a great lover of your deep breathing. It's very important, especially in these times. You want to keep your lungs as active and as movable inside your body as possible when you can. Inhale through the nose. You'll feel your belly rise. You don't want to feel your chest coming up towards your chin. You want to feel your belly push upwards to the ceiling and your ribs moving out wide. Exhale out. Always make sure that you don't push your stomach upwards. You want to feel your tummy rise as a consequence of your lungs expanding. Exhale out. Now 2 more times. Nice big deep breath in through the nose. And big out breath through an open mouth. And each out breath, just feel your body sinking, sinking, sinking a little bit deeper in towards the floor. I know some of you are doing your workouts with your children while you're at home. So again, if the children like to think of just floating on the top of Aladdin's mat, just up through the sky, nice and floaty, nice and heavy, and as they exhale, just feel their body just sinking in towards that mat. In through the nose, deep and wide, and big out breath through an open mouth. Now, I just want to do a little bit of tension release with you. So very gently, flex your feet. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish. I want you to pull your toes up towards your ankles as tight as you can. Legs are nice and long. Don't lock out through the knees, but just keep them lengthened, okay? So you can feel your calf muscles push into the floor. Tighten your buttocks. Pull up on your tummy muscles. Arms by the side of your hips. Make 2 fists as tight as you can. Pull your shoulders up around your neck. Screw up your face. So everything in your body as tight as you can. Your bum, your thighs, your calf muscles, your feet, fists, arms in as close as you can to the body. Screw your face up and try and make yourself as ugly looking as possible. Squeeze, 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 let go. Ooh. And let's do that again. Now, for some people that's very difficult. You say let go and they just sort of, you got to imagine that you're on that magic carpet, children, or for the grown-ups, ladies and gentlemen, that you're on top of a mountain or sitting on the side of a helicopter. And I'm just going to push my hands to your back. Instantaneously, you just fall out. That's how you release your tension. So flex your feet, pull your toes back towards your ankles, tighten your calf muscles, tighten your thighs, tighten your buttocks, pull your belly button up tight, or your pubic bone. 2 fists, arms in rigid, shoulders around your neck, screw up your face, squeeze, 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 let go. Oh, one more time, that's hard work. Flex the feet, calf muscles, squeeze your buttocks, pull your abdominals up from the front of your pubic bone towards your waist, arms in tight, 2 fists, screw up your face, squeeze, 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 and when you hear me clap, let go. Woo! Did you fall out of the helicopter? Are you still on your Aladdin's carpet? Now, very gently bend your knees. Be careful as you come up. Roll your bum away from me. Roll your knees towards me. Shoulders follow. Push up with the front hand. Other hand comes in underneath. And just come round onto your hands and knees. Remember, you need a name for Bear. Don't know what his name is yet. Hands down in front, toes underneath the ankles, ladies and gentlemen. Lift the bum towards the ceiling. Keep the knees bent. Slowly walk your hands back towards your toes. Take a nice in breath, chin to chest. Relax the shoulders, loosen the arms, and just let them hang. Now, on your next exhalation, in breath, breathe out, and slowly build that spine back up. Whoa. Now, feet nice and wide. Inhale through the nose, exhale down, breathe in, one more time. And give yourselves a big clap. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Good work. I hope you enjoyed that. Look after yourselves and I'll see you very soon. Remember, if you have any requests or anything, give me a shout and let me know.